CHIVS workshop is this. First and foremost, so you guys know, CHIVS tickets are on sale in the back. Today is the first day that they're going on sale, so you're going to want to get those before you leave tonight to make sure you have a seat and go to the ball. They are $10 per person for the ball. Did anybody bring someone new tonight that hasn't been to the CHIVS workshop before? You brought someone new? You brought someone new? You brought someone new? 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Cool. Alright, so here's the schedule. First thing we're going to go over is personality types, okay? So if you don't know your MBTI, your Myers-Briggs personality type test, you're going to be slightly in the dark with this, but as we go along, you'll be able to figure out what you are. We're going to talk about who you should be looking to date as far as that's concerned, who you should avoid, and what you should know about yourself to make yourself more easily dateable. Secondly, we're going to go over the 5 love languages, the 5 ways in which people interpret, receive, and give out love. Okay, it's very important in a relationship to understand this. We speak different languages when it comes to this, and that gets us crossed a lot. After that, what we're going to do is we're going to pick someone to take a girl on a date in front of all of us. The great and powerful Chris Brown will be here, acting as our father for the affair. Not Rihanna's Chris Brown, not that guy. No one's getting hit tonight, okay? Chris Brown, the head pastor at our church, who's an amazing, amazing guy, will be here to be the father for that. So, that is what is happening tonight. Start off with, what we're going to do is, if you have your personality profiles, get them out. That's the first thing we're going to be going over, okay? Get them out, or at least you know them. This is going to require some interaction. The easiest way we can do this is just, if I call out your personality type, just stand up, okay? Everyone else, shut your mouth. Zip your lips. I'm going to tell you the rules. If it's your personality type, you stand up, okay? Does everyone understand that? Alright. Hey, shut up. We're going to go. Goodness. So here we go. If you are an E, stand up. E's. Alright, stay standing. Standing does not require noise. So this is where you get your energy. You have to sit down. E, sit down. I, stand up. Where's my eyes at? You guys were learning the E's, which is counterintuitive. You guys should have a seat. Okay, what you need to know as far as this is concerned, this is the way that people receive and interpret energy. E stands for an extrovert. I stands for an introvert. It doesn't mean people that are extroverted are always really outgoing. It means they receive energy from other people. In the same way, introverts doesn't always mean the book nerds. Okay? It means people who have to recharge in order to receive energy again. I am about a 51-49 extrovert to introvert. I love being around people, but dear God, after the end of the day, homie needs to be alone. Homie needs his alone time. Anyone else with me on that one? Yeah, people are great, but only to an extent. Chris Brown's going to be here tonight. He is the closest thing to an absolute E I've ever met in my life. If he's by himself, he twitches. It's crazy. Alright? That is the way you get your energy. Second, this is the way you receive your info. 2 ways, N or S. N stands for intuitive. S stands for sensing. What does that mean? Intuitive people, we kill the party, okay? If you're an N, you're a party killer. You look at the statistics, you look at the logic, you look at everything and you go, that's going to work or that's not going to work. You just judge it ahead of time. While the sensors, what they're doing is they go, what if? They're the dreamers. Dream big, you dreamers. They're like, what if we release doves every time I walked in the room? That's a sensor. The intuitive guy says, that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Where are you going to get that many doves? We're going to keep them in the meantime. Okay? The next one is the dichotomy between the T and the F. For our purposes, this is the biggest disconnect, I think, between two people. If you are a T, you are a thinker. If you are an F, you are annoying. Just kidding. This is the way that it goes. I think it's really important to understand this. Listen to me, listen. If you're a thinker, your decisions, this is how you make decisions. You make decisions based on thought. I'm going to tell you the best story I know about this. I had a roommate. Okay, my roommate was an extreme feeler. I am an extreme thinker. Okay? When I finish telling the story, you're going to know which one you are, and I'll tell you how. His name's Tito, my best friend in the world. He's in the Special Forces. He's a boss. Okay? So, Tito is an extreme feeler. So we set up our room. I'm just going to draw it for you guys because this is ridiculous. Okay? This is the outlay of our room. The TV is right here. We have a couch that's exactly this long, and we have a couch that's this long. This is our doorway. Now, if you're me, and you all want to watch TV simultaneously, and you want there to be a doorway and a passage into the area, where are you putting the couches? You're putting one right here, and you're putting the one that fits perfectly right here. That is the way a thinker lives his life. Because it makes the most gosh darn sense. This is what Tito said. Let's put this one right here. So that it intersects this one right here. Tito, why in the world would we do that? It feels like a fort then. Our kitchen was over here. Every time I made ramen noodles, which is all you make in college, I had to jump over the back of this couch. In the world of Tito, that wasn't important. He's willing to sacrifice the burns of many so that he can sit and watch Full House in a fort. I asked him, I said, Tito, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you hate it if we did it the responsible way? He said 11. That is something that a feeler says. And that makes a thinker very mad because the scale doesn't go to 11. In your relationships, find this out right away. Some of you guys, if I finish that story, you're going, so what happened when you did it a certain way? How did you feel about that? You're probably a feeler. He got it his way. Okay, he got it his way. Because at the end of the day, I didn't care enough. I thought, I'm not going to sacrifice this friendship for a couch alignment. And he was like, yay! You love me. That's like his favorite thing in the world. Last but not least, we have the judgers versus the perceivers. Judgers say this. Judgers say, let's go on vacation. What do you mean we're going on vacation? This is our vacation. 7:14 a.m., wake up, check scuba gear. 7:15, make sure you get your flip-flops on. And you look and you go, we know exactly what we're doing. We're not wasting any time. A perceiver goes, what are we doing on vacation? We'll probably wake up. If we don't, we will find bed games to play. A perceiver is a go with the flow, take life as it comes kind of guy. A judger says, let's plan this mess out. Is anyone else in this room? If you are this, please stand up. If you are an ENTJ, can you stand up? We are considered, Paige, stand up. We are considered the dictators. We are ENTJs. I'm an ENTJ. I'm an ENTJ. The people that we disagree with the most are the ISFPs. Where are you at? the screen. Where do you get your energy? How do you receive your info? How do you make your decisions? And how do you live your lifestyle? This is such a cool thing to realize about people around you and then start comparing it. You don't want to know too much because then you become super, super analytical. That's me. I'm like, well, that's because you're a teen. And everyone's like, shut up. Alright, so there's that. Secondly, we have these things called the 5 love languages. In your world, these are the 5 ways that people receive and give love in their world. Okay? I had you guys, if you registered for this class, you filled these things out, and I did the statistics on it. Okay? Words of affirmation. I'm not going in any particular, I'm telling you what they are first. Words of affirmation. People who have this high on their list are people who like to verbally encourage and be encouraged. That's their #1 love language. Okay? So when you come home from school and your mom's like, honey, you look so beautiful today. You're like, thank you. Thanks. Adore you. Adore everyone. You might be a feeler as well. Words of affirmation. How many is this your #1? Just raise your hand. Words of affirmation is your #1. Secondly is acts of service. Okay? These people, they flip a switch. You walk by their office and you like take their trash out for them and they're like, why? Why would you do that? May I Instagram this? You're like, whoa, chill. It's just your garbage. It is serving someone, and that is the way that they receive and interpret love. How many of you acts of service is your #1? Very rare to have them be your #1. The only one more rare is gifts. We'll get to that one. If you're gifts, you are materialistic. Just kidding. Physical touch. Physical touch. Not like that. Physical touch, people. You interpret and receive love through physical contact. Now, listen. All love does not mean sexual love. Okay? For instance, if you guys have ever been to like 11-12 for a weekend service and you're a guy, I walk by people and just touch them. I don't even know why. If you're walking by, I'm just like, what's up, dude? Touch your back, smack you on the face. It doesn't matter. Okay? We're just hanging out. It's not anything sexual whatsoever. That's physical touch. How many people are physical touchers? Woo! Hey-o! That's my #1. Quality time. 6th love language is coloring. Okay. Quality time, people. This is like your favorite thing in the world. Someone's like, you know what? Let's not go to the party tonight. Let's just, you and me, go out to coffee, talk one-on-one, get to know each other better. You're like, yes. I do. I mean, I will. Let's get married. I'm gonna make lots of babies and watch them grow. Quality time. Quality timer. Why? That's a lot of you guys. That was our #1. You want to spend time with me? Thanks, Mom. I told you to wait in the truck. Every week I say wait in the truck. You sneak in. You son of a gun. Alright. Last but not least, receiving gifts. Receiving gifts, people. Materialistic. Just kidding. Receiving gifts does not necessarily mean that it's just about the value of things, okay? You appreciate someone going out of their way to think of you in their own context and give you something. That's what it means, okay? Gifts. That doesn't need anything else after it. Alright, tonight we are talking about dating chivalry. Before Brownie gets here and we start, it's going to be absolute madness when he gets here. Brownie's favorite thing is to make me look awful and to make fun of me the whole time. So, and Larry Osborne. So until he gets here, if you guys have your notes, go ahead and we're going to make a list, okay? These are tips or tricks to dating. This is good stuff. They will be numbered, yes. Everyone likes numbered. It depends on how long it takes for him to get here. I have 22 prepared. No. Believe that. Brown gets here, I'm going to need a couple to act as the dating couple. Before I pick anyone, you need to know something. You are going to get ripped apart. Okay? But here's the thing. The expectation is that you do it wrong. You're not expected to be able to do this well. I'm going to throw this out here though. If you come and are the couple, I will buy your CHIVS ball ticket for you. Okay? Think about that. I'm not picking yet. I'm going to wait till Chris gets here. What you're going to have to do, here's the way it'll play out. Check it out. Shh, shh. The way it's going to play out is this. The first scenario we're going to set up, we will have Chris Brown as the father. And he will be the obstinate father that you need to go and pick up his daughter for the date that you're going on. You will come up, you will knock on the door, introduce yourself, meet the father, carry on conversation. Finally, what you have to do is you have to ask for the daughter. Okay? In conclusion, you'll need to ask for the daughter to go on the date. That's step one. Then we're going to the restaurant. So you'll have to check in with the host. You'll have to sit them down at a table, order all of those things. It's going to be great. Every year, someone just royally screws it up, and that helps because then we can teach it. So if you're like really good, I probably won't pick you. We need someone with thick skin but knows nothing about etiquette, okay? That's what we're looking for. Alright, number one. Number one, tips to dating. Check it out. Number one. Eat before you eat. Try it. Number one, eat before you eat. What does this mean? Okay. Listen, this is what it means. If you have ever been on a date, and you've ever been on a date, or even out with your family, and you're so hungry that your stomach is in pain, and every child you see, you're like, with barbecue sauce, there are no exceptions. Eat before you eat. This looks like this. When you're at home before you go on the date, you simply have a very small meal that curbs your appetite, that allows you to, on your date, focus on the other human being instead of, when are my onion fritters coming? Okay? It allows you to they're delicious. It allows you to engage in that conversation. Okay? Eat before you eat. Man, some of you guys, this is going to be so valuable because you're gonna think back one day when you're super hungry, and then she's like, and that's my life story. And you're like, what? Did you say chicken? Did someone say apple pie? That's all you're concerned with. This is one that, ladies, you need to figure this out, man. Okay, listen. This is kind of a two-part thing. One, the idea of leave them wanting more, okay? And this doesn't mean sexually or anything else like that, because, well, obviously you should leave them wanting marriage, but that's not what we're talking about. And this kind of goes to another one. It's have a contingency plan on the date, okay? Girls, don't be too available. Guys, you too. That's not attractive. When someone's like, hey, do you want to go out Friday night? And you're like, yeah, or Saturday or Sunday or Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday, Thursday or Friday. Anytime. What time are you going to pick me up? I can be home whenever. 4 a.m.? That's fine. Okay. It's foolishness, okay? Especially on your first date. Say, you want to go to dinner? Yeah, sure. You can pick me up at 6:30. I need to be home by 8. This does two beautiful things for you. Beautiful, beautiful things. Okay? A, if he's a total screw-up, you only have to spend 2 hours with a total screw-up. Do you guys get that? Without going, it's 8 o'clock, I can only go to bed now, so I probably should go home. If he knows about that ahead of time, then you just refer back to the plan you already set. This is a beautiful, beautiful thing. If you don't, the only way the night ends is if one of the two of you gets so exhausted you have to turn in, if you're flirting with their curfew that their parents have set, and or you've exhausted all conversation to a point where you're like, Oh. Yeah. Did I already ask you? Yeah, I know. Never mind, I know your whole family. You know that super awkward thing? And then you're like, you want a second date? For what? I literally know everything about you. Leave them wanting more, okay? Have a contingency plan on top of that that says, we're gonna go from this time to this time, and then you have a bailout. Next time you can be like, we'll hang out for 3 hours next time. For the first time, be smart. Have an exit plan. You show up and they're like, you know, like farting the whole night, and then they're like, so I think because you're taller and you're the girl, you should probably pay for this. And you'd be like, and we're done in 20 minutes, 20 more minutes, okay? There's nothing attractive about someone who's always available, just by the way, okay? Sometimes the world does not need to know all the time what you're eating, doing, thinking, and driving, okay? Sometimes just live your life, you know? Live it in the moment. Instagram can wait. That's all I have to say. Okay, talk about them as much as possible. Everyone's favorite topic is what? Themselves. The #1 way people appreciate other people is how they make them feel. And everyone's favorite topic is themselves. So, if I'm a guy and I want you to like me and your favorite topic is you, and the way that you feel best is hitting in your strike zone, and your best strike zone is you, I'm an idiot if I spend more than 10% of the night speaking. I should spend 90% of the night just listening. At the end of the night, I should be like, I really like him. But she'll know nothing about me. Nothing. But in her head, you guys got along so well. Because all night, you talked about her, and that is her favorite topic. Absolute favorite topic. Have it ready. How do you feel about that? Things to hit on. Not things to talk about. Things to hit on. Her right foot. Second, her left foot. Things to talk about. Family. Goals. Okay, very easily. How do you get along with your family? How big is your family? How big of a family do you want? That's too far. Not too bad. How many are we talking here between the two of us? How do you value family? All these things. Because everything that you're doing is kind of an audition process. You're kind of going through the ropes with things. Travel. Where have you been? Where do you want to go? What do you want to see? Third, hypothetical situations lead to some great discussion on finding out who they are. One of my favorite ones is this. Let's say you have a music festival dedicated to you. You get to pick 5 bands, 4 of them living, 1 of them dead. You get to have your own private concert with you and your best friends. Give me your 5 bands that would play at Stanton Stock or Natalie Stock. You know, like Woodstock, but it was their name in it. And it's the greatest, because then they start going, oh, Dad, I would totally go to the Beatles. You go, nice, okay, she's got some class. She didn't say like Tupac Shakur or something like that. Charles, you feel me? But it allows the conversation to go a little bit deeper than, so are you enjoying your food? Yes. Conversation done. So do you like rain? Yes, I do. What's your favorite shape? Spheres. Okay, great. Have topics at the ready. Okay? I'm going to give you a life secret right here. Buy a book. It's called If. It's called If. IF ... If ... You can buy it in the stores for like $6. It is a book full of hypothetical questions. It says, if someone narrated your life, who would you want to be? And it's like, Morgan Freeman. That is the correct answer. Morgan Scully. No one Dr. Sanders. So number 3, talk about them as much as possible. If it's their favorite topic, and that's what you talk about, your date will succeed. Number 4, gentlemen, if it smells, don't do it. If it smells, don't do it. But what if that is an all-encompassing statement? All-encompassing statement. If it smells, don't do it. Okay? And some people are like, well, sorry, farting's natural. Yeah, it will naturally ruin your chances of a second date. Naturally. If you are in a place where you guys have been dating for a while or something else like that, the tables can change. But at the beginning, if it smells, avoid it. My mom calls this the cardinal rule of manhood. And my mom's a different character. Order something that plays to your strengths, okay? Order something that plays to your strengths. Food. Order something that plays to your strengths. If you don't know how to eat noodles properly, you look like a darn fool if you try to eat them. Okay? Play to your strengths. Are you using this chair? Can I steal it? Your keys are using it? Okay. We have our guest of honor is here tonight. The incredible Chris Brown is here. Oh, and Andy's here! That is so exciting. I need another chair. This one. Is anyone using this? Alright. I need a couple that is willing to run the gauntlet. Christian and Emma? Yeah! Are you ready for this? I'm going to buy you tickets to the Chivalry Ball, okay? That's my gift to you for the embarrassment that you're about to undergo. Listen, I know you know all these rules, and you can do it perfectly if you wanted to. I need you to screw some of them up. See what I did there? See what I just did? Thank you. So that's what we're going to do. Are you prepared for this? You're going to be the daughter of... You guys want to come on and come forward? This is Chris and Amy Brown. And his amazing wife Amy, and here you guys are the parents. And you can ask some people, Chris Brown does own a weapon. And if you try to pull it for his house,
many weapons.
Yeah. Many weapons. So Emma, here's what's gonna happen. So you guys can get it. While they're walking through this, I want you to take notes. If you have a question about what happened, about how something's supposed to be, about a reaction to something, at the end of the scenario, I want you to be able to ask them. So make sure you're paying attention. What's going to happen is Christian Rosenkrantz is going to come and knock on proverbial door here. Right here.
By the way, this is the first time we're hearing what's happening too.
Which I love. Whatever happens, happens. Because if I coach them on what to do, it wouldn't be like a normal setup. Okay? You're going to find that every family is going to be different. This is just Chris Brown's family. Okay? You should prepare yourself. So Emma, what you're going to do is you are going to wait over there behind the piano.
Is this my Emma?
This is your Emma. Emma, this is Chris Brown and Amy. And you're up.
I give you a rub.
You're not wearing that. You are not wearing that.
You put on your snowmobile suit.
You're fake. You're a phony. Okay. Before we talk about this, I am just going to let it play out exactly how it's going to play out. No rules, no regulations, or anything else like that. I want you to write down any problems that you see, anything you have questions about. I encourage Christian to screw up as much as he can if he needs to in order for us to correct it. Okay? You write it down, ask questions, do what you need to do. With that being said, Christian Rosenkrantz, knock on the door. Speak up, Christian.
I'm here to pick up your daughter. Why are you picking up my daughter?
Take her on a date, if that's all right with you.
Christian did wrong? Raise your hand so I can hear it individually. What? I don't care about that. Yeah, that's good. Good. But first thing he did wrong. Okay, he showed up. He showed up without what? Oh, I don't. That's messed up. Carl.
Didn't wait to get invited in?
He didn't get invited in at all. Who found out about the date as he arrived?
The family. Father.
Father.
Mr. Brown.
See a problem there? Listen, anytime you're in any kind of dating scenario, the more camps that you have in your favor, the better it is. To shock a father by, hello, I'm taking your daughter on a date. You're already in the really crap zone. Okay? And I don't know what it's going to take in order to do that. Affirming with her, maybe even going to the father ahead of time. Something that we do as guys that I think is really problematic. When do we ask the father for any kind of permission with their daughter? First time. Marriage. What's the dad going to say? After you have stolen her heart and had her fallen in love with you, now you just put a chasm between her and her dad. If the dad says yes, then she gets what she wants. But if he really has a problem with it and he says no, you've just created a big chasm between his daughter and him. He should know about this ahead of time. If he's got issues with Christian, he shouldn't have to speak his piece at the proposal. He should have time before that. Okay? Do him the same generosity that you would want to be done to you. This is the first time you're finding out who your daughter is dating. When he's like, can I have your daughter's hand in marriage? You really put him between a rock and a hard place. Okay, so can you call Mr. Brown, please? On the phone. Talk to the people.
Hello, Mr. Brown. I need to answer.
You practice what you're going to say. Hello, Mr. Brown? No, that's not it. Hello, Mr. Brown.
This kid's too dumb to date my daughter. Just want to be honest with this.
Alright,
Sorry,
try calling
babe.
him again. Go for it.
Hello.
Hey, Mr. Brown, it's Christian.
Christian who?
You said it like your name was Cher or something. Hey, it's Beyonce. She's the only one who can say it's Beyonce and everyone knows who she's talking about. Give the generous man some context. I am Christian whom? What is your purpose for calling me? Call me.
Hey babe, some kid's on the phone, but someone's lecturing about how to talk to me. You gotta hear this.
You don't know your purpose for calling?
I'm like, hey, Mr.
Call it. See what works.
Hello.
Hi, Mr. Brown, it's Christian Rosenkrantz. I was wanted to talk
Who's this?
Christian Rosenkrantz.
And what do you want?
I was wondering if I could come over.
Which daughter? Does Emma know you? Does she know you're calling me right now? Alright, so let me get this straight. You want to take her out?
Yes.
Where?
Macaroni Cup.
I roll.
And then what are you going to do?
After we're done, I was going to drive her and get her home sometime.
How old are you?
17.
So you got a license?
Yes. I figured it out.
Alright. Let me talk to my daughter about this and she can get in touch with you.
All right. You want to call me back?
I'm sorry, that might have been way confusing, so let me put it in English this time. Let me talk to my daughter about this and then she will get back in touch with you. Okay?